This is the co-host of the channel. This is Shiro. Stop. Ow. Yeah. We're reunited, and I'm never leaving him behind again. He will be coming with me in September. He's not leaving. And if you hear screaming in the background, it's this guy. So getting into the video, I'm doing the 6-day star blanket. I guess it's a challenge. I should probably do the challenge, and actually do it for 6 days, but knowing myself, I'll never do it, so I'm just gonna do as much as I can today, and then see how long it takes me to finish it. I never finished my other blanket. Well, I sort of did, except I ran out of time, and I had to move out and fly home, so it's 90% finished. I just had to do the border, and then finals hit, and I was like, I cannot physically do anything. So I have a mostly finished video and blanket, but that's probably going to be posted in September when I go back. So this is technically the second blanket, but first on this channel. So yeah, we're going to be attempting this. I have a bunch of colorful yarn from my stash, and I have no idea how this is going to look. And I also lost my 5mm hook. So I have all my hooks except for the 5, and I don't want to go out and buy one because I don't want to deal with that, because I'm gonna find it eventually. It's just probably in my storage. Today's my lucky day because it is a very flexible pattern in terms of hook sizing and stuff like that. So it calls for depending on your yarn, whatever's on the package, size up by 0.5mm. So I'm gonna do 5.5, and then for the second hook it's 0.5 higher, so 6 as well. And then for the yarn I have this mess. So it's I have random scraps, which I'll probably use for the middle. So this is the color scheme. And I'm curious, for some reason I have a sewing machine. I'm curious if I have any other colors that aren't in this pile. I have an old project I'm probably gonna frog and use for this, because I quite like the colors, but I never got, I hated the project, love the colors. And I have, oh my gosh, this is the first blanket I ever tried to make, and it's a zigzag pattern. And this took me, I think, 3 days to get this far. I got so bored. And this was back when COVID was a thing, and I had literally nothing else to do. That's how bored I got. Anyways, yeah, so I have this for colors, and I quite like the greens here and the blue gradient. And it should blend well with this color scheme. So it's gonna be cool. And then I think I have, yeah, more green and then just more blue. So this should definitely be enough to make a blanket. It's more, do I finish this project? Because it's a big one, and I suck at finishing big projects. But I did do my other blanket, technically. So if I can do one blanket, I can do another. And hopefully the boredom is enough to fuel me. Most likely it will be. What's up? This is interesting. The pattern says not to use a magic ring, which is weird because I always do one, but I will follow the pattern. But that's weird. I'm curious why. I was talking earlier about the scrap yarn and not remembering what the previous project was. I remember a bit. They were all from granny squares, and I think I was trying to make a multicolor granny square plant hanger. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Okay. We've got the first part. And do I slip stitch? Yes. Okay. See, I'm trying to decide, do I want to do color changes at the beginning of every round or do it when it runs out? I'm not sure what would look cooler. So I'm almost at the end of this. This will not do another round. So I either change it or keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I don't like doing it if it's not a magic ring, because there's always this gap here. But it probably is more structurally sound. But I don't know. So yeah, so we've already run out of blue. So I either switch or just add on. And there's this special knot that is super structurally sound. Okay, I did it. There's two different ways of doing that knot. One way actually holds, the other way will fall apart when you pull like that, which is what I was testing. I did it the right way. Okay, yeah, that works. See, you know what? If anyone has any good show recommendations, like stuff you've binged, please drop it in the comments. I need something new to watch. Okay, so it's officially day 2 of the 6-day blanket challenge, and doing a little progress update before I continue. I did a little bit of day 2 yesterday, which was day 1, just because I was bored. Yeah, only a tiny bit, so this is how it looks after day 1. And I'm thinking from here to here is what I'll be doing today, like another set like that. It's just repetition at this point, so we shall see.
I was sick. It's been almost a week since I last worked on the blanket. I left off on day 3. Here's the current progress. It's getting bigger. So technically we're at the halfway mark, but I've done no work. So I'm hoping now that I'm mostly better, I can get the next 3 days like done super fast, and then I can be done this, because I meant to post this video for a while now, and it's been like embarrassingly long since I've posted. But yeah, so this is how it's going so far. I am gonna probably put in a time lapse of working on today's, and I'm loving the colors. I can kind of see through like the holes in this. I'm loving the colors. The center is like really like big in terms of like the colors. Like the chunks are bigger than the rest of the blanket, but I'm hoping as it gets bigger it's less like obvious. And I'm also not really liking the colors I chose for the center, so I'm wondering if I can somehow go over it, like surface crochet to fix it. I don't know, I just feel like it's like, I don't like it, but we'll see if I can fix it later on. Okay, so I just took my dog outside and I thought it was just dark out. It was pouring rain and I went out in a t-shirt and shorts, and that was fun. And my dog almost took me out too, because after she did her business, she decided, I'm gonna go for a sprint. And she's on a leash, so she runs, trips over her own leash, pulls me, and we both almost go flying. And she thought that was a fun little game. So then we get back in, and she's running around like we're playing, like in the house. She's running around, and she's like, oh, this is the funnest thing ever. And I guess she started herself out, because after 5 minutes of prancing and playing around, she's plopped herself on the couch. Too. I was actually, this is really bad that like this was fun for me, but I was basically binging a TV show in my dreams. But the fun part was I was already in the show too, like I was my own character, which was fun. And so I'm binging this show, I'm 7 episodes in, and I get to this really fun episode where it's like a weird time warp. Every couple of minutes, time changes, and you're sent through the past or the future, but in the same building. And it was also like a murder mystery. So you're uncovering a murder mystery with this group that's already doing stuff like this. I think it was like a holistic detective group, and it was like 3 people and I was the 4th, but I wasn't really a character. It was weird. So yeah, so we're uncovering this weird murder mystery of this like, this rich company. I think it's because I'm watching Arrested Development right now, which makes a lot of sense, because it was like a rich family / group of people that work for the company. It was weird. But they're like uncovering a murder, so we're going in past and present, seeing everyone's sides and seeing what leads up to the murder to see what's going on. And I actually watched the murder like go down as like a 3rd person, so I guess I was like the viewer and also the character, which is a really interesting perspective. And then we get to the end of the episode, my character gets killed off. Like, what? I get killed off, and I watch myself. Like, I had a feeling I was dead, because everyone, like, after the murder's been solved, everyone's, like, discussing things, and they're like, I don't know if this is actually what happened, I don't believe this, it's staged, and my character's conveniently not there, and I'm a viewer again, and I'm like, wait, where am I? They find me upstairs dead, and I have no idea who killed me, and I'm like, this is messed up, I need to be brought back, I want to see what's going on. Cut to next episode, they're trying to bring my character back as a ghost. And I'm like, this is so cool, like, I can communicate through this phone for some reason with the other characters, I'm a ghost, like, this is crazy. And then my cat wakes me up at 6, right? And I'm like, okay, I need to watch this show in real life. I'm so excited to binge this while I crochet. And I'm, like, frantically searching it up and trying to find the show. It's not real, I made up the entire thing. I made up an entire TV series in my dreams, binged it in my dreams, acted in it, just for it to not be real. And I've been going through, like, the stages of grief this morning, because it was so cool, and I'm really upset that I don't get to watch it now. And so part of me is like, well, I could write it, like, I can make a book out of it, that'd be kind of cool, but it's not the same as watching it, you know, like, I don't even understand half of the plot, I'm gonna be honest, because it's like a dream, so a lot of it doesn't make sense after you've woken up. Like, it makes sense when you're there, but not once you're like awake. Because for some reason, while they're on the job, they're drinking and they're having a party, and then there's like this whole argument between two characters, and then everyone just splits off, and there's 2 extra characters, so it's a group of 6 instead of a group of 4, but then the 2 people that are part of the group of 6 disappear and no one comments on that ever again. Like, it was weird. And at one point, while they're drinking and partying, the time shifts and they go into like the past or something, and there's a bear and a wolf in the kitchen, and they're just like casually like, oh yeah, because like that was like what the rug was made of. It was a bearskin rug, so it went back in time when the bear was alive, and he's just casually in the kitchen. What does that even mean? Why is that a like? And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna just go along with this. That's not how time works. If it was going back in time, the bear wouldn't just be alive. It would be like not there, and it would be in a forest where it was hunted. Like whatever. It made no sense, but it made sense then, and I'm still mourning this TV show, and maybe I should write a book or something, because that was really cool. And probably I'm the only one who's gonna actually think that's a cool book plot, unless I like fully come up with stuff. And every other episode makes no sense too, because 2 episodes before this one, they were fixing a plant. Like they went to this guy's house and he was like, yeah, my plant is dying, and they were like hardcore gardeners and not actually detectives, because this is before they became detectives. And I'm like, what type of origin story is it? Like, you're gardeners or landscapers and then you become detectives? Like, detectives, it doesn't make sense. And the whole plot was like, oh yeah, my neighbor attacked my plant and put a weapon inside of it, that's why it's dying. And once again, in my dreams, it's like, this makes total sense. I could never see an issue with that. So the plot has issues, but the drama parts of it were really fun. And I just finished unraveling that part of the previous like project for my blanket. So now I'm gonna actually start today's section, and I need to watch a show to fill the void of the non-existent show that I was binging last night. So I'm gonna end this yap sesh here. Progress update. I'm gonna have to stand soon. This is getting huge. Only 2 days left, and I'm worried it's not big enough. Like, cause okay, this is how much a row is. So that's around, I'm gonna say 3 inches. 6 more inches in like width. I don't know if it's gonna be like to my liking size wise. So I may have to add more than 6 days worth of rows. But you know what? I don't care. Like, who cares if that breaks the challenge? I just want a nice blanket. And I also have a new challenge. I want to go to the beach this week, and I want a blanket to lie on. So I'm going to try and get this done before the really hot day rolls around. So... decided I'm just gonna crochet outside because I got tired of being inside, and it turned out to be a really nice day where I thought it was gonna be pouring rain again like yesterday, and it's not. But the only downside is I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of mosquitoes here, or it's like a psychological thing, but there's all these like bear signs in the area, but it's the smallest little patch of forest I've ever seen. There's no bear here, but your girl's paranoid. Can you come, Fleur? Fleur. She keeps going behind trees where I can't see her. Good girl. Can you see her? I don't know where the camera's facing. She's out. Oh, she's peeing on a log. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, she keeps going where I can't see her, which is not fun, and she's just done it again. And I think she found a river, which is not good because I don't want to give her a bath. I'm trying so hard not to panic right now. There's something in my shirt, and I have a fear of spiders, and if it's a spider in my shirt, I'm gonna actually lose it. I think it was my own hair actually, because I'm not used to how long it is. I'm just gonna keep that on one side. Now I can't see. It's most likely my hair. Pranked myself there. Alright, here it is. This is the blanket. Done. Finally. And there's construction outside, but whatever. It's done. I love it. I love the colors, and I'm thinking I don't want to do another blanket again for a while, even though I still have another one I have to finish. That's gonna be in 4 months though. I've done blankets for a while. So, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.